All right, today we have a 48 volt, 105 amp hour golf cart battery from Lamnory. All right, so this thing has an all metal casing, some nice carrying handles here. We've got mounting brackets welded onto the case. Here's our positive terminal, negative terminal. We got a power switch. We've got different kinds of ports here. It looks like this says Bluetooth, so I guess this is the Bluetooth address. And then we have a port for an external monitor. This is probably for like a battery monitor, state of charge monitor. Came with a user manual, and we've got two boxes here. I'm not sure what's in these, so let's go ahead and open those up. Okay, so this looks like, what we got? Oh, so this is the screen. So this is the monitor. And then we've got terminal bolts, but it also looks like these are used for the mounting as well. And then here we have, oh, looks like it came with a charger. Yeah, so this is the whole kit. It comes with a charger. I'm unsure of the watts on this thing. The manual says recommended charging current is 22 amps. I wonder if this charger's 22 amps. I guess we'll find out when we hook it up, right? So the maximum charging current of the battery is 100 amps. The maximum continuous discharge is 200 amps. It can peak discharge 400 amps for 30 seconds. Wow. And I guess this is where we find our Bluetooth app. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in this screen. All right, so the screen is on now. And let's see, we're on page 2. Let's see page 1. Okay. That tells us our state of charge. We're at 52%. Oh wow, this is going to show us our current that we're drawing out of the battery. Neat. And then page 3 shows us our individual cell voltages. Okay, so if we push this button here, is the discharge going to be enabled? Yes, so now the discharge has turned green, so it can discharge. Let's go ahead and hook up the charger. All right, charger is plugged in, and the fan is on. Oh, it blows a lot of air actually. So we should be charging here. Let's take a look at page 1. All right, so it's showing 18 amps. All right, guys, so this is a little update after I finished shooting the video for the battery. I later noticed that there is actually a little label right here, and it says 56.4 volt 22A. So I'm assuming that means 22 amp. And I also went and looked on Lamnory's website, and it says it includes a 58.4 volt 22 amp charger. So 22A, I don't know if you can see that. But as you saw in the video, we were getting like 18 amps. And so I've actually got it hooked up to a different battery, and I'm getting 17.5 amps. The app for this other battery is showing 17.6, 17.8, something around there. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up since we are not actually seeing 22 amps. I'm seeing more around 18. All right, back to the video. All right, I'm just gonna let this thing charge up. All right, so the battery is fully charged now. We can look at its little gauge here, and it's showing 100%. And so now I've got my shunt set up. I've got it set up as a 105 amp hour battery, which is what it's marked here. So let's go ahead and turn on our inverter. And then we'll turn on the air conditioner, which is connected to the inverter. This will be our load. Let's put it on high. All right, so the power is ramping up here. 700 watts right now. You can see we are pulling 14 amps out of the battery. It looks like we're getting about 800 watts now. So we'll just let it keep running, and I'll be back when it's complete. All right, so this screen right here is telling us 1% left. My shunt is saying 6% left. But we're still going. Our cell voltages look pretty good. 3.16, kind of across the board there. I did download the app, and it's this BMS app. And here's the battery right here. There we go. So it's showing 1% state of charge. Shows our voltage, current, our rated capacity, temps, and our individual cell voltages. It does seem to have parameter settings and BMS control, but it's asking for a password, and I don't have it. Shows alarm information over here. I guess it's showing low state of charge warning since we're almost fully draining the battery. But yeah, it seems to work fine. Alright, so I'm just going to let it keep going. Alrighty, we are now down to 2% here. Oh, we just went to 1%. We're still showing that we have 2 amp hours left to go. We're actually still showing 1% here. So this shunt has caught up with this one. And our cell level voltages still looking good. 3.146 volts on the minimum. So very solid. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to make it to 105 amp hours. Should be no problem. Alright, so we're showing 0% here. We still do have a smidge left. There we go. We have discharged a full 105 amp hours from this battery. So it does 100% live up to its advertised capacity. And our cell voltages are still quite strong actually. The lowest one is still at 3.1 volts. So it's got some power left in there. I'm going to go ahead and shut the test down because we can't actually count any more extra. This shunt just does not do that, unfortunately. I'm going to get a new one that will, so we'll fix that. All right, let's open it up. Okay, so we got the screws all removed. So now let's open the lid. Okay. And there's the back side. Nice hefty piece of metal. All right, so let's see if we can get this epoxy board removed. There we go. There's the top of the cells. there's a large BMS. Okay, so this BMS has a contactor, a relay contactor. So these kinds can handle more power because it uses a large relay contactor instead of MOSFETs. These things can handle more power. Yeah, that is just a large BMS. That's probably the largest one I've seen in my presence. Okay, so I see there's an antenna right there, and that's the Bluetooth antenna that comes across, and they put it here. So that makes a lot of sense. This being all metal, if they didn't have that protruding through there, you would get very low signal. You'd actually have to be really close to the battery to get a Bluetooth signal. So that's smart. We do have silicone jacketed wire here, 6 gauge. Same thing on the negative. The cells are looks like laser welded and screwed. The bus bars are aluminum. They do have a relief hump. Looks pretty tidy. I mean, it's clean, well put together, it looks like. Okay, I think I see thermal sensors here, 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 and here. And these look like maybe they're Eve 105s. Let me try to scan these codes and see. Yep, it already captured it. So we have Eve LF 105 cells. Very nice. All right, so I played around with the temperature sensors with my duster here. I think there's actually 3. So there's one here, here, and here. I think that's just a blob of glue holding the wire down. We've got 3 readings on the app, so I think they correspond to these 3 sensors. Now, I did also test a low temperature charging protection, and it did work. So we can see that we're charging right now. So if I freeze up this sensor here, you see this go negative, it should turn off. There we go. I heard the relay click off over here, and then we have a charge low temp warning. So low temperature protection does indeed work. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you think about this battery in the comments. I'll leave links in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one.